everyone. This is your all signs and no contact reading. Hope you guys are doing great out there. This is a timestamp, so all timestamps are in the description area for all 12 zodiac signs forecasts. I will be getting your reading out probably like Thursday. Okay, guys, so starting with Aries. Okay, Aries, let's look and see what's going on with your person. If you ask me, I will say yes. So I do feel like this person does feel like they do want to reconnect with you. If I tell you how I feel, it might change everything, but they're afraid to let you know. So they're just hoping that you'll come back, you'll say yes. They don't want to reach out. They want you to reach out to them. I can't help but be interested in everything that you do. So I do feel, Aries, like this person does really want your attention, but they're not going to be the one to go out and grab it, right? They're not going to be the one that's going to do any of this with you. They're like, hey, Aries, you want something with me? You know, I will say yes, but I don't want you to know exactly the way I really feel. So I do feel they're harboring their feelings. They don't want to be vulnerable enough to reach out to you. If you want to fix it, fine. If you don't, then that's okay. See what they have to say over here. I took the easy way out. It was just easier this way. Yep. You were a part, oh, you were not part of my plan. You were not a part of my plan. Oh, that's why. They didn't expect themselves to get feelings for you. That's why. They didn't think that they were going to actually fall in love with you, that they're actually going to have real, true feelings for you. Okay. That's why they don't want to, that's why they're saying, if I actually told you how I feel and told you everything, this could change everything. They do see you as caring and trustworthy and optimistic about the situation, but they want to keep this a secret. They don't want you to know. They don't want to be vulnerable because they don't want to get hurt. They do feel like they made the wrong decision when it comes to allowing this relationship to fall apart. However, it did so. Get a couple of cards over here. Yeah, they were actually planning. It was almost like you were not a part of my plan, but then you became a part of my plan. But then I felt like I had a missed opportunity. So, wow. Okay. Their secrets feel like that was what destroyed everything. And that's why they feel like you let go, they let go. But that's how this all went awry. Because they feel like if they could have told their secrets, if they could have told what they were holding inside and used their inner feelings, this could have changed the outcome to this situation. Okay. It does look like for some of them, they may need some self-healing because there could have been a lot of doubt. But now they're just, it's just like they're single and they're going out on their own and they're holding tight, but there is definitely some indecision about what they're supposed to do, but they definitely know they're not going to be reaching out. Okay. Okay, guys, going straight to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, let's look and see at your person, how they're feeling, what they want to say. They want to say something. What do they want to say to Taurus? I feel like we are in each other's lives for a reason. I really value your opinion and your unique perspective that you have to offer. My love life isn't really a priority right now. So they just want you to know that right now they do not really have the priority right now to have a love connection. Okay. But they do really want you to know that they do care about you just in a different kind of way. So I do feel like this is a situationship. And this could also be a friendship, or they're just keeping it at friendship level, not really wanting to move forward with you, Taurus. Okay. So this could be why they backed away, why they stopped talking to you. So it just looks like right now they're being very practical about the situation. They feel very exhausted, very burned out. They have a lot of restlessness and they have a lot of stress. So this could be someone who works a lot or has some other issues going on in their life where they just sit in their own quiet power at this time. So you could say they are very quiet. But they are looking for this breakthrough with you. I do feel like this person could reach out to you, Taurus, okay? Because it does look like the cycle will change and that you guys will make it back to one another, or things will change around in the future because they do definitely want to have some kind of opportunity with you. They just don't know how to say it. They don't know how to open up to it. I don't know. It feels like this is going to be time related. I feel like this isn't just, I don't feel like this is a missed opportunity. I feel like this is something that's just now growing, but they stay very quiet to themselves. Could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, which could be very weird if it's Gemini because they usually are very big talkers. So if they were talking a lot, you guys felt like you were talking for hours and making you laugh and doing all these things and then it went quiet, that's because they felt the relationship. I think they felt the relationship getting deeper. So let's see what else they have to say. I pretend that you don't mean much. Yeah, see, they do have inner feelings. They do have inner feelings for you, Taurus. Okay, it's just that they need some time to, maybe they need time to heal. Okay, it just looks like they, yeah, see, I focus on my healing for some of you. Okay, so I just feel like they're doing something, and but they say that you didn't imagine it. There is something there between us. I'm just not allowing myself to be vulnerable at this time. Huh. I was careless with you. Should have stayed. Should have stayed. I should have said something. I do fantasize about you and I do think about you. It's almost like now that you're away, I look at you in a different way. It's almost like maybe I look at your pictures in a different way. I look and fantasize about you in a different way. I just still feel like this person's going to come back. I don't think this is over. Okay, guys. And going straight to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's look and see what's going on with your person. I relate to you on many levels. To be honest, to be totally honest, you're not really my type. My alone time is precious to me, and I honestly prefer my own company. But there's something about you that I love everything about you. Very interesting energy. It's almost like they're pulling away. They have pulled away, but the more that they keep thinking about you, the more they realize, hey, you know what? I do like this person. I really do like Gemini. Maybe, you know, they're different from me. It's not what I usually date. Maybe you're a brunette and I date blondes. I mean, it could be anything, right? Maybe I listen to rock and roll, you listen to rap, country. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's something definitely different about you, but that's that thing where opposites are attracting, but they are not used to being in a relationship, or they're really enjoying their own company at this time. Okay. Okay. Let's look and see what this has to say with the Romeo and Juliet. Resisting. I've been resisting you. Face your heart. Do not follow blindly. So it does look like they have been holding their heart back. They do not want the vows of love. I think they're scared of love. I think they've been hurt in the past. So they keep this very serious, very formal, very friendship. But now if you feel like they've gone silent, it's just because they feel like it got too close and they have a lot of worries and concerns about building a relationship. So I do feel like they're in this place where it's like, nope, I don't want a relationship like that. Maybe you don't either, but maybe they don't know. Right? You didn't imagine it. I did feel it too, but you didn't imagine it. That's where I felt it too. But, you know, that's where everything got crazy. It says, I don't trust you, but you know what, guys? I think it's more like maybe they don't trust you, but I don't think they trust themselves. It says, thank you for leaving me. Okay, guys. And that was it for you. Till next time. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's going on with you. I feel like this is a ride or die kind of relationship. Somebody who was your ride or die, right? This is somebody that you trusted very much. And it says, there's an energy between us that's a vibe that I cannot be denied. So something happened to this relationship. I do feel like somebody got in between of this relationship, or something has taken them away, because it says taken. I do feel like somehow maybe work took them away, war took them away, something took them away. Okay. So, but it definitely says, I relate to you on so many levels. So it almost feels like you guys are two peas in a pod, but something has happened. Something has gotten between the two of you and made this end in a very poor fashion. Something went awry. Let's see what's going on. I hope you're happy for me. I also feel like they hope that you're happy for them as well. I'm waiting for an apology from you, Cancer. Because I don't even know what to say at this time. Yeah. They want you to know that right now they're waiting for an apology. It almost feels like if you apologize, I'll apologize, but I'm not going to be the one to come out and apologize first. It's almost like meet me in the middle. Yes, meet me in the middle. Wow. Just feel like they have been manifesting you, but there has been some kind of ambitious desire that they've been chasing down the dream, but it's left them with nothing but heart and pain and sorrow. Okay, maybe they even left with a third party situation, thinking that something would be better than what you had. Okay, but now they're saying, I'm alone. I'm not even with that person anymore, or I don't feel connected to that person anymore. Okay, so that means that they're either single or feel single, because the other person does not treat them like they're in a relationship. Okay, let's see what we got over here. They know that they need to overcome the obstacle with you if they ever want to fix this with you, but they do know that this relationship ended harmful and destructive. Okay. But they do want to communicate with you. So this person may reach out to you and start trying to woo you again after you guys get back to the place. If you could get back to the place. I'm not going to say everybody's going to take you guys back, but after, or if you get back to the place of apologies, healing, and reconnecting. Okay? That's what they want, right? It's just all about, is that what you want? Okay, guys. On to Leo. Okay, Leo, let's look and see what's going on with you. There's something they didn't say when things ended that they want to say. They want to know that I relate to you on so many levels. So even though they feel like this ended or they went silent, they still feel like they can relate to you on many levels. That you are very like-minded. There was so much that we could have learned from one another, but we're definitely not on the same page. Okay, so they do know that you guys just keep bumping heads. There's something going on, but you guys do have a lot in common. If only, it just feels like if only we could have just continued to keep going. If we could have just made this work. We're just not right for each other is what they're letting you know. I just feel like lately I don't really know you at all is what they're saying. So they either feel like they changed or you changed. Some kind of dynamics changed within the relationship to where it just feels like you guys don't really know each other anymore. You guys have grown apart, not staying on the same page. Okay, so let's look at this. A couple of cards, please. I want to let you know that there was so many conflicts that were going on within the relationship, whether you're married or not, or however it was, but just knowing how many relationship conflicts were going on. It was almost like they knew that there was other people involved in the situation, and for some of you, there was a third party involved in the situation. Could be a family member or something that had to do with a family member. And they just felt like they had to go out and do their own private achievements because they didn't feel like they were getting the recognition or couldn't give you the recognition that you needed. So they went silent, right? So they're ghosting. They're ghosting, not wanting to talk, not wanting to open up. Okay. So let's get a card over here. Any other message? It was almost like they didn't want things to end this way, but they know that this was for the best. They wanted to follow their heart, but they just felt like they were just resisting. And they want to say goodbye. Farewell. Okay. They wish they would have had the time to say something, but they didn't know what to say because the obstacles were too overwhelming. And going straight to it, Virgo. Virgo. I feel that they're realizing something now that they didn't see before, and they want to let you know. They're saying, if you ask me, I will say yes. I'm always excited to talk to you about my friends. Talk about you too, my friends. Excuse me, I don't know if I said that right. But right now, the most loving thing you can do is probably just let me go. So they have these mixed emotions of where they really definitely do care about you, really want to be with you. But if you let them go, they figure like it would be for the best, right? They would like understand that this is not going to work and that would be okay. So definitely having some mixed emotions about the situation. So best message, they do feel like there was a lot of controlling issues going on within the situation, and they do feel like they were keeping secrets or you were keeping secrets. There were some secrets that were taking place that didn't come out, but maybe they should have. But one of their biggest secrets was, I say I love you, and maybe I didn't tell you enough. So, but it was also very concerning to them that you would take it the wrong way, or maybe the relationship never got off on the right foot. The way they wanted it to, but they want you to know that, you know what, if you did come back and say something to me, I would say yes. I would definitely do this with you. But if you don't want to, then it's time to say goodbye. So there's definitely, this fairness. They're trying to be fair. They're trying to be fair within this relationship, but they understand that there was some deception or a lot of talk and gossip going on around this situation. Okay, so and this is what the resistance was causing the relationship to fall apart, where everybody just started stalling. Whether it was you completely stalling or they were just starting to stall, but this is where they became very moody about the situation. Okay, so they knew that this is probably not going to last, even though they felt like they could have invested more into the situation, but I just feel like they didn't know how. Okay, so let's get a card over here. The card that they have is, I do fantasize about you, and I hope you're happy. Ooh. So they do wish you well and hope that you are happy wherever you are going, whether with them or without them. Okay, so very nice. And going on to Libra. Best message coming out for Libra. Since I've been thinking about reaching out, I just, you can just feel that. They say, I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. My heart isn't open to anyone because of how I was hurt in my past, and I definitely want to spend more time with you if you would give me a chance. So they've been thinking about reaching out to let you know that, you know what, I'm not exactly who you think I am. It's just because I'm hurt. Okay. That I definitely want to spend more time with you. There's an energy between us, a vibe that cannot be denied. So they do feel this with you, Libra. They do know that there's something there. It's just that they're hurt and they actually need some healing. So they're saying it's not you. It's actually because I'm hurt. So if and I'm not a bad person, I'm not just the in and out type of person. It's because I have other things going on. Okay. So they want you to know that it's not what you think it is. There's unrequited love and accept the pain. There's some unrequited love here. So they're saying, I want to spend time with you, but I'm not like in love with you. I have too much hurt to actually be in love. Okay, so it says pacify, clarify, and identify. They're identifying the reasons. They understand the reasons, but there were also might have felt like they were persuading you to give them something that they felt that they needed at the time and then disappointed you. Wow. But they knew that. They knew that at the time. So they kind of felt like they were manipulating you in some ways. But they didn't. It's kind of weird. They didn't want to make the wrong decision or make you feel uncomfortable because they knew that they couldn't. Yeah, thought manipulation. They didn't want to betray you because they were afraid if you were in love with me, I can't give you that kind of love because I need to heal. But I didn't want to lead you down this road of deceit. But they do like being with you. It almost feels like they just want more of, a friendship with you, and they have no problems being your friend, but they don't want to be in love with you. They don't want to be in love with anybody right now. It's almost like they don't know how. Yeah, transition and change. I left because I'm carrying too much baggage. I was trying to release baggage, but I couldn't do it. So I just feel like I need alone time. Others might have been gossiping about the situation, trying to say bad things about me, but it wasn't true. They're trying to say it's just that I had anxieties. It wasn't that I was with so and so or doing anything. It just feels like they kind of got the for some of you, they were getting the gossip part of this situation that wasn't true. But it's almost like they're saying, but if you want to work on it, we can probably slowly work on something if you want to. But that's not very reassuring. Okay. Kind of like we can take a second chance and see where it leads to. That's if you really wanted to do such a thing. I do wish you well. Okay. I want to tell you so much. It's almost like I want to tell you so much. I know you might be watching me. That's for some of you. But you can't come with me. Okay. Alrighty. So it's almost like they wanted to get so much off their chest, but they didn't know how. Okay, guys. And that was it for you, going straight to Scorpio. Okay, let's see what your person's thinking about you. They're realizing something now that they didn't see before about you. I find myself thinking about you a lot. Yeah. Okay, what are they telling you? I can't help but be interested in everything that you do. They like you a lot more than you think they do. I'm always excited to talk about you to my friends. This person's pulled back because of the way that they feel, and they're afraid you're not on the same page. You really know how to make me laugh. There's some insecurities here when it comes to this situation. They're very captivated with you. They just haven't learned to reach out and give you this attention yet, or let you know how they truly feel. I feel like this is like a missed opportunity, or someone that you were getting to know and then they pulled away. Take it how it resonates. This one says, I lied to you. Did you tell them that I know you have feelings for me? It says, forgive me. Did you tell them, I know you have feelings for me, and they lied to you, and but you knew, and then they split? Huh, interesting. Something there about I lied to you and I forgive you. You know what it is. There could have been a little bit of aggressiveness to the situation once they were caught lying. Yeah, keeping secrets. They were keeping some kind of secret away from you. Were they married or engaged to someone else at one time and they wouldn't open up about that? They wouldn't tell you? Do they keep too many secrets to themselves? They're very firm about their decision, but yet now they want your forgiveness. So it's almost like, I understand what happened. I understand. Were you guys engaged? Was there something going on? I don't think you guys were engaged. I think maybe they were engaged to someone else, or their ex came back and told them that they're married. Maybe they told you they were never married. Something's going on here. Something big and deep is going on in that situation. So let's get over here real fast and see what's going on. They want to work on this with you, even though they feel like they need to recover financially. For some of you, it makes me wonder if they were trying to flex some money and they didn't have any money. They lost it maybe all in a divorce, perhaps, for some of you. They want the past to be the past so that they can move forward with you in the future. So they do definitely, you may be hearing from this person coming back, because I do have messages coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person doesn't come back. Okay, so overall card. Sometimes I hear your voice. Okay. I couldn't tell you face to face. That's crazy, because that's exactly what it's saying here. I lied to you. I couldn't tell you the truth. Okay, guys. That's what they want to say to you. Okay, and on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius. This message for Sag. What do they want to say? I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. So they're open to wanting to have this connection with you again, but I'm not looking for anything real right now. I'm just playing. I find myself thinking about you a lot, though. So it does look like they don't want to take this relationship. They're non-committal at this time, but they do feel a connection to you, and they would like to explore things with you. I've been showing my lack of interest lately, but you've been ignoring all of my signals. Yeah, so it was almost like, well, I told you that I wasn't going to be here because I didn't know what I wanted. But this person's very topsy-turvy, aren't they? It's almost like one day they want something and the next day they're invisible. Yeah, because I see invisible right here. They become the invisible man or woman. It's because they say, I don't really see you in a romantic way. Okay, this is a player. This is player energy. My love life isn't really a priority at this moment. Yeah, this is definitely, you guys got yourself mixed up in a player, and this is why you have all this mixed emotions. So it's almost like they're catching emotions, even though they keep telling themselves, I'm not going to commit to this. I don't want that. But then over here, they're like, oh man, I do think about you all the time. It's almost like they're having a war within themselves about how they feel about you. On one side, they don't want anything committed. They just want to play. They just want to date. They just want to be themselves, be free. And then all of a sudden, deep down inside, they're like, geez, I know what Sag is doing. Okay. You caught them in their heartstrings. Ooh, turning the player into a committer. Is that what's going on? Yeah, because I betrayed you. You know, I felt like I was getting away with something, but then I want to come in as the knight in shining armor, but then I have mixed emotion. This person's all over the place, but I'm going to write you. So I do feel that this person is going to write you. I just feel like they're very confused right now. They're not sure exactly where they want to be, but I still feel like they're going to stand their ground, even when they do come back. That's if they come back, right? But yeah, they're definitely all over the place. So deep down inside, they really do have emotions for you, but they're not going to show that side of themselves. They got a lockdown. Okay, so let's see what they have to say over here. What do they want to say? I don't know what to say. Okay, that sounds about right. I don't even know what to say because I don't need your approval. They got a kind of edge to them, don't they? They definitely have some kind of edge. Hmm. I like that one though too because it said I didn't care. Oh, I put it away. Where'd it go? I didn't care in that moment. Where did it go? Is that right here? In that moment, I didn't care. You know why that's important? Because now they do, now that you're not there. Now that you left them or they left you, however the silent treatment went, however this, fell apart, they realize how much they do care about you. They can play games all they want, but they know deep down inside that there's something going on. I mean, come on, I find myself thinking about you a lot, thinking of you with the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. And going on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you. This message. There's an energy between us, a vibe that it cannot be denied. So they want you to know that they do vibe with you. I can't help but be interested in everything you do. Mm-hmm. I'm always excited to talk about you to my friends. Yeah, but why do I feel that they're non-committal though? I relate to you on so many levels, but yet I like my alone time. My alone time is precious to me and honestly prefer my own company. That's crazy. Like I said, it feels very non-committal. So I do feel like this is a very non-committal energy. They want what they want when they can have it. It's kind of like having a box of chocolates. But I prefer all the caramel chocolate ones. I don't want anything else because I prefer what I want and I know what I want. So that I feel like this is a very, very picky person that you're dealing with, and it's all about their time on their time. And I do feel like this is what kind of killed the relationship or didn't get this relationship off the ground, plus the point that they are non-committal. So this person could even play a lot of mind games and be hard to tell what they're thinking, how they're feeling, because it just feels like they're kind of all over the place because they are in protection mode. They do absolutely protect themselves, but they do like the night of passion, but yet you can feel like after that night of passion they had like a whole different identity, and this identity of them, their almost second side was kind of like this is the way it is, but you see what I'm saying. So there's a lot of buts coming out. Sexual encounters, so you could feel like this person is a player, that they only had one kind of strategy and that's the way it's going to be. Otherwise it's a double-edged sword. So it's almost like if you're not kind of doing what they want to do, and that really doesn't make a good relationship because this is really a one-way street. So I do feel like you do know that, and that this is where it's coming down to, and they want you to understand, right? They're saying, I'm happy that it's over, and I hope we can see, although I do hope that we could see each other sometime. Now, here we go with the almost word salad type of bullshit that they're putting out over here. They're trying to tell themselves, yeah, man, I'm happy that it's over, and really feeling that. But yet, because they're a romanticizer, they have sexual encounters and they have these sexual addictions, it's almost like they're like, hey, you know what, though? If you need me, you know where to call me. So I think they, yeah, are more into a fantasizing type of place than a commitment place. They think of things one way, and you could be focusing on wanting more, and they're not doing that. Okay, they're not thinking the way you're thinking, and I think this is where everything come tumbling down. So you could even say that this person might even be a little older than you and could be a little more domineering and a little more controlling, but they just don't reciprocate all the things that you want, except for maybe when it comes to the romantic sides of the situation. Okay. And shit, maybe it's not even romantic, right? Maybe it's just they getting what they want, and when you want the romance, right? So it could even come down to that. Okay, guys. Going on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on with your person. This person you haven't been talking to, I love everything about you. This person's still wanting you, wishing for you. There's an energy between us. It's a vibe that it cannot be denied. So they're still wishing for you. I know you're my soulmate. So this person believes that you're their soulmate, whether you are or not. You may be feeling like you are as well, but I do feel like there was something that went on over here that pushed the two of you away from each other. It could be long distance. It could be I had to move. Something's going on over here. It looks like some kind of conflict went on. It could have been with a Sagittarius, overcoming some kind of challenge. So there was some kind of challenge that took the happiness and sucked the life right out of this relationship when it was so wonderful. I do feel like for a lot of you, it could have been moving or someone involved in the situation. Okay. It looked like you were trying to hold tight to this situation and it just fell apart. Okay. So now it's almost like they want you to know, yeah, it looks like there could have been some infidelity as well. Yeah, 3. So they do want you to know that no matter what, they still think of you first. Okay. So what else do they want you to know? I want to tell you so much. So it does feel like they want to come back, apologize, and try to move forward with you after this event that has happened. I hope you're happy. And I don't know what to say. So I do feel like this person, yeah, I fantasize you. I do feel like they do want to fix this with you, move forward, because I do feel like there's a lot of conflict where they are now, and they're realizing that they messed this up. Yeah, and that's what they're really realizing right now was you were their happiness, you were their world, and now they've really screwed that up. Okay? Okay, guys, going on to Pisces. Best message for Pisces. If you really knew me, you would know that we're not right for each other. We're not right together. So pretty much they're trying to tell you, Pisces, that I recognize the potential between us, but I also harbor some unnecessary feelings. So it does feel like they are not going to forgive in this situation. I don't have feelings for you anymore, and I don't want to hurt your feelings either. So it does look like they are distancing themselves away from you because they do not want this connection. This connection is completely over, and they just pretty much are hoping you well, you know. Your body language had said it all. So it was pretty much like everything that you said. I can still see you standing there. That's crazy. Your body language said it all the day that you were standing there. So with your arms crossed, whatever you're doing, you said it all, and that's why they left. They were like, that's it. They don't want me here anymore. Right? So it says, I do forgive you, but I do wish you well. Yeah. I do forgive you, but I do wish you well. So they're saying, but I'm also waiting for an apology. So they think that you should also apologize as well. So it does feel like, what did you want from me? I'm waiting for an apology. I never used to look at you in that way. I'm scared. I scared myself that day. I need to focus on my own healing. Okay. Okay, guys. So they want you to know that, there was a lot of things that were going on that day that, maybe they were saying things that they shouldn't have been saying, doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. And for some of you, they actually scared themselves because they got too angry, too carried away within the situation. It's not going to be for everyone. Okay, my friends. And that was it. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.